What's up guys, today we're making a delicious mutton karahi, starting off with roasting the spices. Let's start off with 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 3 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, teaspoon of peppercorn, and 4 dried chillies. And we'll just give that a slight roast. Just keep that on low heat, make sure it doesn't burn. Okay, so once it's roasted, we can just leave it down here to cool off. And the reason we're roasting it is to bring out all that delicious flavor. Now we can just transfer the roasted spices into this little grinder. Use an easier way, unlike mine, I just messed quite a bit. And there we have some nice fine spices. Let's add in about 3 tablespoons of oil. And we start off with 3 cut onions. Just 3 sliced onions. We'll fry this on low heat for 2 minutes. So in this case, we are not browning the onions. So we can just go ahead and add in the meat. Now 2 teaspoons of garlic and ginger paste. And we can just mix that in for about 2 minutes. So I'm just getting the heat bit up for the moment because the meat is making everything cold. Once you start hearing that sizzle, just drop it back to medium heat. And let's fry it for a few minutes. Next we go in with 2 sliced tomatoes. These are medium tomatoes. A teaspoon of salt to taste. And 3/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And let's mix that in. Now we can leave it to cook like this for 15 minutes. We'll just cover it and let it simmer away on medium heat. But we'll keep on stirring it now and then, just to make sure. And we'll be back in 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, we're just going to add 250 ml of water. So let's just get that in for now. And let's bring that to a boil. Let's give it a mix as well. So while that's doing its thing, we can just go ahead and whip up some curd, which we're going to use towards the end. So we're going to use half a cup. I'm just going to use my judgment for now. I would say that's about half a cup or maybe more. And let's give that a good whisk. Okay, yeah, that looks good. We don't want it too weak, but this should be okay. Okay, it looks like I made it a bit too weak, but it should still work. The reason we whisk it is because if you're just going to use it plain from the bottle, especially this is mass curd, should I say, it's a bit lumpy and thick, so you're going to get those little lumps and stuff in the curry if you don't whisk it. Oh yeah, and after we add the 1 cup of water, once we bring it to a boil, we can just put it back to medium heat and we let it simmer for 40 minutes. Let the water evaporate. In the process, let's just make sure all the meat is covered in the water so it cooks properly. It's looking good, the water's looking good. Now we can just go ahead and add in the curd. And let's just mix that in and we leave it to simmer for 5 to 6 minutes. Now we can go ahead and add in the spices that we roasted and ground in the beginning. Let's just sprinkle all of that around and now we'll just mix it in. Once we mix it in, we'll just leave it to cook for another 2 minutes. You can just watch that color change. Okay, and we can end it off with some coriander. Okay, and curry is always best to eat with roti. That is delicious. Spices are amazing. You can just taste all the flavors in your mouth. This is a must try. I'll leave the ingredients and the process down below in the description. So make sure you try it out. And don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.